Yeah, fellas, welcome to the show. This show is only for the Facebook group. We're looking at Damon Barnes, aka Grease. Grease, I don't know why you put a black man in a space suit. I'm just now looking at that shit. That's some funny shit, man. Oh, God. He has a great lesson on how to check a bitch and keep her on the team. Okay? We're going to go through this. This just happened recently when his females tried to question him, and he put her back in line. He tuned her mind up a little bit. He goes, "I've shared something that is very hard for me." She writes, "I'm sorry, sir. I appreciate you sharing, sir. I do. I'm crying and shaking. I'm sorry. I'm just such a mess. I'll try harder." This is after he had to check her ass. Okay. He goes, "Will you? Or will you fail me again?" "I will try harder, sir. I wish I could guarantee that I won't fail you in the future. But I obviously still have a lot of work to do. I never wanted to fail you." He goes, "Well, you have." She says, "I understand, sir. I'm sorry." He goes on with, "And you will need to redeem yourself. And now that you know how I feel, you must understand how deep that feeling runs. Nobody ever gets close, ever. Yet you have." See, he's setting her up. She's one of the few, the special. Okay? She's one of the special. Now watch what he says next. She goes, "I was doing so well. All he wants to do is shut the fuck up, stand in her place, and don't question where he's at." Okay? He wants to keep her in hold till certain things come through. That way he can either tighten her up a bit, see her again, tighten her a bit. This bitch has been waiting for months to see him again. And he still got her on lock. Okay, that's some power. He goes, yes, you were. I told you that you would slip and fall. I have shared something with you I vowed never to feel again. You did, sir. I did not want to believe you. I hate disappointing you. Excuse the fucking pop-ups. I hate those fucking pop-ups. It's not his fault. It's people you guys talk on this goddamn Facebook group. Always happens when I'm in the show too. He goes, "Well, I told you I was right. And I have been here before with others, but not at this level." She says, "Yes, sir." Now he's setting her up to show that he's really disappointed. He shared a unique position with her. He's positioned it in her mind. He says, "I am a man, a hunter and provider. I do by making strong actions to produce and ensure," now look, watch this, "our future." Boom! In her head. One little word. It's only two words actually, but the word our. Our, fellas. Then the supreme word, future. This bitch is already into him so deep that she'd lick the shit out of his ass. Our future. If you shake that foundation and ruin our house, then we have nothing. Now their relationship is my favorite thing. Refer to it as your house. You've heard me use that before, like when I'm telling a woman, that her pussy is my house. And she never will close her door to me. When I'm fucking, I say this stuff. Okay? Same stuff. So he's positioned the relationship as their home. Now, if you understand women, God, if you guys could only understand women, but you don't. If you could only understand how powerful the word home and house is to women. If some of you guys had a sister, you would have seen the mental programming that your mother put into her to take care of a house, to take care of a home. Now, some women are bad at it. They have dirty homes. They don't clean the house. The house don't mean anything to them. We're not talking about those slovenly, masculine bitches that keep a cave dirty. We're talking about women who are well educated, like this woman, who has a good job, like this woman, who, to this woman, family and home and house are important. Read Proverbs 31. Better yet, fuck that. I don't care what religion you are. Fuck that. Let's see. A virtuous woman. Proverb 31. Fuck. Faith, marriage, mothering, health, service, finances, industry. Okay, let's start at the top. Not this ain't a good one. Let's go to Proverbs 31.com. Jesus Christ, what's with these fucking sites these days? Not a good one either. I want to teach you about Proverbs 31. What it says in the Bible. Here we go. This is what I'm looking for. I believe. The wife of noble character. A wife of noble character who can find. She is worth far more than rubies. Her husband has full confidence in her and lacks nothing of value. She brings him good, not harm, all the days of her life. She selects wool and flax and works with eager hands. She is like the merchant ships, bringing her food from afar. She gets up while it's still night. She provides food for her family and portions for her female servants. She considers a field and buys it. Out of her earnings, she plants a vineyard. She sets about her work vigorously. Her arms are strong for her tasks. She sees that her trading is profitable, and her lamp does not go out at night. That means she has oil to buy, or she has money to buy oil. In her hand she holds the distaff and grasps the spindle with her fingers. She opens her arms to the poor and extends her hands to the needy. When it snows, she has no fear for her household, for all of them are clothed in scarlet. She takes care of her home and all that's within her home, fellas. She makes coverings for her bed. She's clothed in fine linen and purple. Purple was a big color back then. Her husband is respected at the city gate, where she takes his seat among the elders of the land. She makes linen garments and sells them. She's profitable. She brings in the money to the family. She's clothed with strength and dignity. Now watch how Greece uses strength and dignity coming up. She speaks with wisdom. Basically, she gets up in the morning, if you go to the Bible, and she prepares the home. She prepares the home. She takes care of the home. She takes care of the man. They've kind of changed words a little bit there in whatever version of the Bible that is, but that's what it's about. That's the program that women have gotten since biblical times. Think back to when women got married, they had dowries. Those women got up in the morning, made the food. So when the man got up to go work the fields, his food was there. When he came home, the food was prepared. The programming in women is strong in no matter what country you're in. He says, I am a man, the hunter and provider. This is biblical. This is primitive brain stuff. These words. You've got to speak to their primitive brain, not the surface brain. Okay?
Yes.
All right. He says, your weakness shakes it. That means threatening the foundation of their home. Threatening the foundation of their home. She's threatening the foundation of their future, of their home. He writes, if I was at war and you were my woman, would you not wait for me to return? Yes, sir, I'm sorry. Of course, sir. And I am waiting now. He says, I'm at war. When a man leaves his house to go to work, he's at war. He's out there fighting to provide for his female and his family. He writes, you are the one to guard our house and make it a place for me to come back to. I am at war to gather and make sure we are taken care of. Dominant, submissive, man, woman, which is your role? Submissive, sir, she says. Excuse me. He tells her, you have a long road to travel. As I told you before. She says, yes, sir. He writes, I need strength, not weakness. Confidence, not doubt. Because she was doubting where he told her she was. Okay? He's tuned her brain back up. She says, yes, sir. Do you think I fear and worry what you do? No. I have no need. I am strong. And I put my strength inside you. That's the phrase I want you guys to remember from earlier. You but push it away in place for fear. He's telling her that he's given her a piece of his soul, his strength, and using it masterfully. Let's see. Do you think I worry? She says, I just lost myself, sir. I'm sorry. I am strong. I know that I am. And that I just lost it. I wish I didn't. Now, these women like that, they always got to blame everything, but accept their own responsibility. That's what I was telling Greece today. They always blame everything. Their anxieties or the moon or whatever, except the responsibility, because they're submissives. When the gods of thunder rumble, they shake and quake. When your words can bring them heaven or hell, they shake and quake. Continuing, we see that she says, I'm grateful for the opportunity, sir. I know I'm unworthy of it. That you are. But I will give you one more chance to redeem yourself. Just one. Yes, sir. Thank you, sir, she says. Good. Now I will rest. Good night, little wing. Good night, sir, she says. Always rename your bitch with a little pet name. Little wing. Teenits. Always rename your bitch with their own private little pet name. That pet name will make her feel comfortable and safe. Okay? Let's see. I appreciate you sharing, sir. I do. First says, of course, she's groveling. I'm sorry, sir. I appreciate you sharing, sir. I do. I'm crying and shaking. I'm sorry. I'm just such a mess. I'll try harder, sir. I think this might be the beginning that I missed. Will you? Or will you fail me again, he says. I will try harder, sir. I wish I could guarantee that. Yeah. Okay, this was the beginning part that I missed. But obviously, I still have a lot of work to do. I never wanted to fail you. Well, you have. I understand, sir. I'm sorry. And you will redeem yourself. And now that you know how I feel, you must understand how deep that feeling runs. Nobody ever gets close, ever. Okay, we've covered that part. So, you've seen him tune her up a bit. Okay? He's going to give her no contact for 2 days to do what I call twist the knife. I love to twist the knife because I get off on women's pain. Sickness. Oh well. I get off on their emotional and mental pain. It excites me. So I'm sick. So when they fuck up, I love to punish. And boy, am I good at it. And I love it. I fucking love it. But that's my own sickness. I don't want you guys to become like me. I become heartless. So he's twisting the knife. And now he's slicing her innards by having no contact. Okay? You don't have to cuss a bitch out. You don't have to yell at her. You don't have to fight with her. You fuck with her mind and her heart. That's the best way to check a bitch. You've got to check them. Fuck with the mind and fuck with the heart. Most women do have that Proverbs of some version of Proverbs 31 programmed into them. It is their natural instinct to take care of the home. When you have worked your female the right way, your relationship is your house. That's what I say during sex. Your relationship becomes your home, your haven against the world that you have to go out into to fight. How dare she close the door to you, to leave you out in the cold? When you put it on those terms, your woman will never close her door to you. She'll be there fighting for your future. She'll have your back. She'll work her hands to the bone to make sure that future comes to fruition. You sell futures. You sell the game. And well done on Grease's part. Very well done. Again, do you see him cussing her out? You fucking slut! You dummy! Well, dummy is one of my words that I call women when they fuck up. You idiot, you dummy. My dad did that. But he's not cussing her out. You should never have to raise your voice to a woman. It should be done with conversation. Intelligently structured, evilly crafted, masterful conversation. And that's the end result of what you get. A woman owned.